Hey guys, welcome back. Tisha here, back with another Love and Marriage Huntsville review. Say it with me now. Friend, acquaintance, co-worker. Come on, people. Friend, acquaintance, co-worker. What we have witnessed here is that people who are co-workers are getting friendship confused. There are more co-workers on this show than there are friends. You guys see the title, Girls Get Away From Me. I want the show to get away from me because every person at this point on this show during this episode got on my nerves. From Mel acting innocent and not owning her crap to Tisha being surprised that she invited a +1 to this trip, text at the last minute on a Thursday that she was going to be having Destiny come as the +1 and thought that she would get her own room after being told that she would probably end up being sharing for that +1 because Mel did not pick a space that was originally for that +1, even though I really don't buy all that. Don't act surprised that you have to share a room. You all are not really friends. Y'all tolerate each other. This was for the show. Your friendship with Mel was severed long before and finally sealed for her when you all sided with her husband, who continuously did things against her, and you all made excuses for him. So we begin the episode with Mel, Shanita, and Lauren in St. Thomas. Understand that even though Shanita is her makeup artist, Lauren is her makeup artist, those three ladies are actual friends. So that friend, acquaintance, co-worker, they're friends. Mel, in my opinion, made sure she brought Shanita because Shanita's going to be her mouthpiece, and Shanita and probably Lauren don't have a problem with fighting. So Mel, as they get to this villa, immediately assigns rooms. The fair thing to do would have been to wait for everybody to come and get there and draw straws. But of course, it's her friends and she wants to give them the better rooms. So the moment that she decided to do that and she said she wasn't going to draw straws, I knew that this whole thing was going to be off. But at the same time, I don't get why Tisha got so upset because the room that she had made the most sense if she had a +1. The other ladies arrive at the airport and act like it's a big deal to grab their luggage and how men being there helps them grab your luggage. Just grab the luggage. And if you can't do it, there's always someone there that can lift it off for you. Womp, womp, womp. Sunny arrives and it's immediately ice. The only person that embraces her at first is Kimmy. The other ladies are icy. Sunny feels like she's at the first day of school with the way that everybody is ignoring her and not really talking to her. She said, "I hate that everybody is treating me like someone who stole another girl's man." I don't understand why Sunny came. Y'all, I bit the inside of my cheek and it keeps getting caught. So part of my face is, but like even now I just did it again. She doesn't understand why. I don't understand why she came. You know that these people didn't like you, so Mel warned you. On the way to the villa, Stormy and Sunny discuss fertility, and Sunny wastes no time in letting Stormy and the other ladies know that she had back-to-back fertility treatments, which means the first one didn't take, so then she did another one behind that. These are the same women that just iced you out at the airport. In my opinion, I wouldn't want to speak about something so personal around those ladies. That is not a safe space. It's not an environment that's conducive to healing. It's just an environment where there's going to be judgment and where they're going to make sure that they inform Destiny of the information that you've told her. The ladies arrive and they look at everybody's room. Stormy and Trisha are sharing because they're friends. Kimmy, Trisha, and Destiny will be sharing. I'll be honest, most of the time when it comes to vacation, I don't worry about my accommodations. I just need for it to be a certain amount of stars, for the rugs to be clean, for the bedding to be clean. Most of the time I bring my own towel and my pillow. Like I'm that person. So for them to be complaining so much about the room when I personally don't have a problem, I've done it before, shared a bed with a friend, it's not that big of a deal. The divas complaining, and it's like, okay, y'all, really? This is what we're going to do? Everybody was getting on my nerves, as I said, at different points. So Tisha says that she doesn't even care what's being said by Mel, that she knows that Mel chose the rooms based on how she feels about each individual person. I'm sure when it came to her, yeah, you were going to be in that three-piece. Mel says that she gave Nell her room because of her age. I don't like that she kept bringing up her age, her age, her age, her age. We get it. You call her Miss Nell. That alone lets us know that you're respecting her as an elder. But Nell has never came out and say, to my recollection, how old exactly she is. So you can just say that you're giving her her own room because she deserves her own room, and you could have left it at that. There's no need to say all of that. Mel got on my nerves in this episode. I hate when she plays innocent and coy. Just put your stinger out and sting whoever you're going to sting. Tisha says it's disrespectful to have her rooming with someone. Trisha comes out there and she's not making it any better by saying what should have definitely happened, like how, because of how long they've been there, that they should have each had their own room and she should have shared with one of the new girls. I think Trisha is somebody that's there to cause division, and I don't care for Trisha because you over here talking about this when you haven't been honest about your situation. You're not off the hook with me, baby girl, because the same way you got so much to say about this, you need to say more about your stuff and actually be truthful about it. Nell is upset that she doesn't have a name tag. She feels slighted because when it came to her trip a year ago when they went to Houston, she made sure that Mel felt comfortable. She was very intentional about how she treated Mel, and they have an actual friendship. Shanita hears this, says, you know what, you can have my room and I'll go share with Lauren because she has a big suite. There was a little bit of shade there, but if you guys want to continue to complain about things and they're telling you can have their rooms, then take them off from up on their offers so you can see them backpedal if they're going to backpedal. They talk about the name situation too long. We don't care. Sunny then lets Mel know that Tisha and Kimmy aren't happy either. They're outside. She goes out to talk to them. Tisha says she's disappointed. Kimmy says she expected more. Their space is extremely small. Tisha says the room speaks volumes about how you feel about us. Mel says it wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. That, you know, they're not going to be there a lot, so it's not a big deal. She would gladly share a room with Lauren and Shanita because they're not going to be there for a long time. And I would have said, okay, y'all share a room so that you can actually prove your point, Mel. I think Mel lies sometimes. And sometimes when she says certain things and does certain things, it makes me question her because she knew that this room thing was going to be a problem. It's always a problem. On every show that you've ever watched on television, the room situation is a problem. And the only way to make it fair is to have them draw numbers from a hat, and whoever gets number one gets to pick first. Kimmy said that if that were the case and if she really felt that way, it would have happened. I'm kind of with Kimmy on that. Tisha thinks that Destiny is part of the reason why they got that small room. Probably is, because maybe you would have had the room with just you and Kimmy if Destiny didn't come. Tisha's doing all this over a room, but you invited somebody that you know that Mel doesn't like on her supposed trip. So of course she's not going to give you the best accommodations. Why are you surprised? But I wish Mel would just come out and say it. Nell comes out because Sunny tells her she thinks it's getting heated. She should go check on her. And she says, you know, y'all should just suck it up because I'm the one who has to be sandwiched between you. I think she was joking, but Kimmy didn't receive it as that. Kimmy goes up to her and is all in her face doing like this, saying we didn't need all of that. She doesn't need an adult telling her to suck it up. She didn't even need her to be part of the conversation because she wasn't a part of the conversation. It's a bunch of back and forth. Nell and Tisha then get into it while Nell's arguing. Her nipple slips out. Tisha pulls up her shirt. She doesn't like that Tisha just came up to her and touched her. Kimmy's over it. Nell walks off as she's fussing. Tisha said, you better get Nell because she's about to get that wig snatched off her head. Tisha, you weren't going to do anything. You always say like you're going to do something and you never do it. It's not that deep. Mel then goes and talks to Nell. She doesn't like how Kimmy and Tisha were talking to her. And Mel's like, look, you were coming at me and you were coming at them. It's all about your tone. They have a little mini carnival dance session and it lightens the mood. It's then time to eat. Tisha points out that Mel said that she's bringing her single friends and she didn't know how to take it. She thought Mel was trying to be funny by saying that. Every single thing that Mel says out of her mouth, Tisha tries to have a problem with it, and I don't like it. There are times where it's warranted, but her saying that she was bringing her single friends just lets you know that they are not married. I do agree with that part of the situation when she said it. Tisha thought she was trying to be funny, saying like she would have more fun, and Shanita's like, genuinely speaking, most of the time your single friends are going to be more fun because there's certain things that we can do that you may not be able to do. Shanita says that, she knows who her true friends are based on how they treat her when she's down. The pure friendship is when you can be around your friend even though you disagree. Tisha says she's grown and she can be around people she doesn't like. Stormy says, yeah, because she doesn't like me and she's sitting right next to me. Shanita leans over and says, I got to watch her. As soon as she said it, I knew it was going to be messy. But you do have to watch her. Tisha isn't somebody that I would trust. I just got to be honest, because Tisha got her stuff with her too. And Tisha, like her husband says, doesn't hold herself accountable for her crap. There's a reason why Mel and you aren't getting along. There's a reason why Mel treats you the way that she does. Is it always right? No, because it's passive aggressive. But Mel heard you talking junk about her to Destiny. Tisha says, Mel brought her bodyguard who was very opinionated for somebody who doesn't know them. It's not your first time meeting her. I think they've seen each other before because I know I've seen her several times. The difference here though is that this is her actual friend and that she's not somebody who she's in touch with just because of the show. Mel says, if we're going to talk about this, then we might as well talk about the other things like, Trisha, you got a problem with Sunny because of Destiny. She says, I don't got a problem with her, but I'm not going to be cool with her. Sunny is a grown woman, and supposedly these women are too. And the fact that these grown women are going back and forth about this is draining. Mel fills them in on what the situation is because her friends didn't know this aspect of it about Sunny and the Moses situation and Destiny. And Shanita's like, well, then really she should be mad with the boyfriend. I personally agree. I know some people disagree with me and that's fine, but I feel like they're all at fault, but I would blame Moses more because Moses is the one who owed you something. Sunny did not. Y'all were friends in your eyes, not in hers. Shanita says producers are doing their job, which is to get in your business, and just keep it that way in the future, which lets you know Mel is there to do her job, which is to get in your business because Mel is a producer too. All the ladies disagree about that statement, including Trish, who I don't think should be saying anything because she got her own stuff to tell. Sunny says she didn't even know the extent of Destiny and Moses, that she didn't even know that they were off and on for 15 years until she saw her podcast. Mel Friend says, what we're all thinking, which is why, Tisha, would you invite Destiny when you know that Mel doesn't like her? Mel then tries to act like she didn't know that Destiny was coming, even though we see something that says Thursday. They sent a message that she was coming and Mel didn't respond. Mel says, F Destiny. This is about to be a mess because as soon as she said it, there was a reaction from Kimmy, especially, and the other ladies, and Stormy too. Tisha says she's a part of the circle. Whose circle is she a part of? Because y'all weren't checking for her when she wasn't on the show. Chantel says, okay, so basically you chose to be friends with someone that you knew hurt your other friend, and she's saying out loud that this person hurt me. And the fact that you chose to be friends with her shows that you aren't my friend. I personally can't play both sides. I feel like there's a bunch of people at this table who are the ops. And despite how heavy she's coming in, I appreciate Chantel for saying it because it's true. A lot of those people are not friends. That's the end of it. Mel knew exactly what she was doing in inviting the people that she invited. Lauren is there. She's kind of the peacemaker. She's who I would be sitting at that table. I'm going to sit there and eat, enjoy my food. And if you need me to jump in, then I'll jump in. But I'm not going to start this mess. So her acting like she doesn't know why she gave them the rooms, or why she feels a certain way, or that she didn't know that Destiny was coming and all that other stuff, is irritating to me. Had the roles been reversed, she would have been upset and thrown a tantrum if she was given a room like what Tisha them got. And that's it. You all tell me what you think down below. Until next time.